I'm Gage Horacek, and my speech is about how siblings positively impact you. Siblings are people we practice on, the people who teach us about fairness and cooperation and kindness and caring, often the hard way. That's a quote by Palmyra Dugdale. I'm sure most of you have siblings, and if not, you have cousins or friends with siblings who teach you things about life you had no idea you were even learning about. Growing up with two younger siblings myself has taught me many life lessons and I will always use, and even some I brought with me to college this year. Growing up with siblings affects people positively by teaching them responsibility, patience, and making one selfless. The first benefit of having siblings I will discuss is how they teach you responsibility. You learn valuable skills that are useful for the rest of your life from having siblings, the main one being responsibility. Growing up babysitting my younger siblings taught me something very important, and that is responsibility is something that is earned rather than given. According to thoughtcatalog.com, siblings are accountable for making a balance of acting immature and serious. For me, spending each day watching my siblings a little bit, I believe that has shaped me into the responsible person I am today. Being responsible for siblings is sometimes scary. Accidents will happen, and you will have to take the blame for it, even when you don't want to. Fights will also happen with your siblings, and someone will always have to be the bigger person and walk the other way. Now that I have told you about how having siblings teaches you responsibility, I will tell you how growing up with siblings teaches you patience. I'm sure most of you can relate when I say you hated hearing the words, "Share that with your brother or sister." But little did you know you were learning something you would use for the rest of your life: patience. According to carrywiller.com, patience by waiting your turn affects you. Patience is something you can and will most likely need to use throughout your entire life. Whether it be having to tolerate a teacher or a classmate to pass a class, or having to suck it up and deal with a coworker or boss for the sake of your job, it'll teach you patience. Growing up with my siblings taught me the importance of patience in many different forms. It taught me how to always wait my turn, how to share, or even if it's the last thing I wanted to do, how to avoid unnecessary fights. My siblings have taught me so much patience with children. It influenced me in the way I act every single day. Knowing how to have patience is such a significant thing you learn through having siblings, because I'm sure most of you can agree that without it, you would go insane. Now that you know how growing up with siblings teaches patience, the last benefit of having siblings I will tell you about is how to be selfless. Having siblings does an excellent job of teaching you how to be more selfless. It shows you that in some cases someone else needs or may be more important than your own. I know now through having siblings that things go so much smoother and quicker when you work together rather than doing them by yourself. The endless tiny bickering sessions that you and your siblings had almost daily eventually taught you how to see someone else's point of view, which is important in daily life. Being selfless helps people form some of their closest friendships and relationships. According to srich.com, a true friend is someone where the two are selfless with each other. So remember, sometimes sharing the last slice of pizza isn't always as bad as it seems. Siblings teach you so much about life, whether you are aware of it or not. They make some of your best friends, and they are always there for you. Growing up with siblings affects you by teaching you responsibility, patience, and selflessness. So as you grow up, next time you find yourself in a fight with one of your siblings, just remember they will always be there for you and will be one of your best friends.